Hello everyone. Yep, all booked. We're gonna do some GRIMS for an hour and a half. I can't actually use my microphone just for another 35 minutes, as my son is with me at home. He's sick, but he'll be leaving in like 30 minutes or so, and then we're gonna do a bit of talking. But for now, I'm just gonna stay muted. Gonna play some GRIMS, and yeah, I can chat with you guys in about 35 to 40 minutes, something like this. Okay. And yeah, we'll just go into some GRIMS. Hopefully, pick up a few levels, and I'll talk to you very soon. Let's go. And yeah, Mike muted for another 30 minutes. Sorry, okay? I'll talk to you guys then. Hello, I can't talk for another 30 minutes, okay? I'll answer all the questions in about 30 minutes. If you want to check in 30 minutes, that's when I'll start reading chat and answering, okay? I just need to be muted for another 30 minutes. Thank you. the waist is inflated anyway because we've burnt a prismatic ring in the first 6 minutes. And that was like 120k. So the waist is not as bad as it might seem. I can't chat for another 20 minutes or so, okay? So if you have all these questions, you're going to have to wait a little bit, okay? I'm going to start reading chat a little bit later. My son's still at home, so I can't talk too much, okay? Yes, Greater Flurry of Blows is still bugged, but they did acknowledge it today, so I'm confident it'll be fixed by tomorrow. Yes, I know my mic is muted. I'm not using my mic at the moment for another 10-15 minutes. My kids are still at home. Okay, I'll chat to you boys in a few minutes. Guys, rather. That's why they added auto aim mania. Yeah, I'll be able to talk in a couple of minutes, okay? I should be able to chat in a couple of minutes. One more minute, sorry, my son's just leaving.
Nie Bobrze, a ty chuju Bobrze! Kurwa, Bober!
All right, everybody. Hello. Sorry for the silent beginnings. My son was still at home with me, so I was not really able to chat very much, but he's just left. I've got about an hour until he gets back. So yeah, I can finally talk a little bit. Welcome to the Beaver Club, everybody. I'll try to answer a lot more questions now. Obviously, I'll be taking a look on chat and answering your questions. But I am hunting Grim Reapers, and it may seem easy, and it's not too bad. But a little moment of distraction, and I'm in temple. Okay, so I'll do my best to read chat and answer whatever I can. But I think it's pretty much impossible for me to pick up every question, so I do apologize. But I will do my best, okay? So just if you have any questions, I'll be picking them up as I see them in the corner of my eye. Ideally, don't ask me where to hunt on a level 50 monk, because I'm tired of that question. Level 50 to level 70 monk just sucks, and so deal with it. Find somewhere to go and do that level range. Please stop asking me 100 times. I don't have a magical answer for you, okay? It just sucks until you hit that level 70 and you unlock your chain penance. Possible here from 130. I think with the items that I have, yeah, maybe. I think yeah, it's possible. I think when I make a guide for this video for the monk, I will probably say 150, because, you know, 130, I could go on 130, if you know what I mean, but like if I'm making a guide and recommending, then I'll probably say 150 as like a more realistic level that majority of people can come here, I'd say. Oh, I don't even have I don't have charm. So obviously once we get charm, I'll probably put low blow on them, which should also make this a little bit better. I don't know how much it will give. It'll probably give an extra 100k raw or so once we've got a charm on them as well. What's my next legs upgrade? Probably the level 300 ones that I really care. There's like the jade leg, that's 210. Don't think they're very good though. Like, sure, they're an upgrade over these, probably, for like easy spawns. But the main upgrade I'm looking for is level 300 mutant legs from the monster. Those are definitely very good. But yeah, 130 is definitely dangerous here still. At 130, I would probably still recommend Barkless or Lava Lurkers. If you want to be safe enough, I think 150 for this spot is safe enough if you know what you're doing. Right? Of course, it's still like, you lose concentration for 1 second and you probably die. But I guess just don't lose concentration for 1 second, right? But like, I don't, you know, I came here, what level were we when I came? 168, 167? I didn't really feel like I was in any realistic scenario where I would die. And I don't even have HP gems. I have 2 capacity gems. So if I had 2 HP gems, which, you know, I would recommend people do aim for at this level, also upgraded, I would have like 30% more health. At that point, this would be really easy from 150. Now, I just have base health, basically. Why did I change the helmet? Well, the main reason that I changed my helmet is because I ran out of imbue. So I figured there was no real point re-imbuing the demon helmet. And second of all, I do actually think this helmet is better. You do lose 3 fists, I believe, but you do get 6% chained penance base damage, which especially in this respawn is actually excellent, because chained penance here is way better than Flurry of Blows, actually, just because you're on average hitting like 3-4 Grims, and they're very fast and running all over the place. So with Chained Penance, you don't need to actually aim. So for this place, Chained Penance is like much better than Flurry of Blows. So a helmet which increases that damage by 6% base is an excellent addition. And just in general, I think it's probably not worth at this level bothering with the Demon Helmet. I already have the level 180 helmet as well. The bandana thingy from Nightmare Beast, I want to say. I actually have to have a little reevaluate and think if it's actually better, even better than this one. The 6% chain penance is really quite good. But I imagine the level 180 helmet will probably be better because I think it has 2 imbue slots and like +2 fist or something. So I still think it's probably going to be better, even than the 6% chain penance boost. But we're gonna have to see. Would I change my armor for Gnomish Kuiras? Well, I have Gnomish Kuiras in my backpack, and I'm not using it, so that should answer your question. Gnomish Kuiras is an offensive choice compared to the Dwarven armor. So if I was hunting something very easy, say if I was hunting Lava Lurkers at level 150, yeah, hell yeah, I'd be using the Kuiras over the Dwarven armor. But if I'm hunting Barkless, if I'm hunting Grim Reapers at this level, no, absolutely not. I much rather have the defensive power of the Dwarven armor over a little bit of extra damage of the Kuiras. Yes, if helmet has, yeah, you can generally imbue axe, sword, club, fist, etc. with the corresponding skill imbuement into helmets as well. So yes. In the level 180 fist helmet, you can still imbue fist. Just how you can imbue, you know, axe and stuff in Cobra Hood as well for the EK. This is 3.3 raw without charms as well. I think next time I come here, well, after we refill, to be honest, we'll be refilling soon enough. I'd be aiming for 3.5 with the charm. In the peak, at least. Maybe, I'm not sure if we'll be able to maintain 3.5, but maybe. It's only been a week. Or is that with regards to my level? I mean, there's like there's like a guy with 3 times as much experience as me, so I don't think I'm like that far ahead or anything. I'm a filthy casual compared to some of those people who are in like the top 5 of the leaderboard. But then again, I'm not playing all the optimized stuff. Obviously, I'm hunting Grims now, but like just this morning, I was hunting like some Edrun heroes for some Bestiary and some Carlin Cult and stuff. So my plan, I think, as long as I can manage, is going to be doing 2 hours of efficient hunting every day. Like, you know, basically 2 boosts plus a 2-hour prey, plus like a 2-hour hunt at like a good spawn. Not necessarily just the best one, but like a good spawn. And then probably another couple of hours just to burn off the rest of the stamina for something like suboptimal, you know, for like Bestiary and whatever, just to progress some other stuff as well and not to burn out too much. And obviously this kind of playstyle means I won't be top 1 or anywhere near top 1, but it should hopefully keep me going for longer and not burn out and have a bit more fun. 4 roll with damage prey? Yeah, probably. Close to. But I think it's not better, right? That's going from 3-3 raw to 3-9 raw is what, less than 20%. And EXP is obviously 40%. But yeah, that if I was like keeping praise going here for like days at a time, then yeah, I'd be keeping damage prey and EXP prey because they're close enough that I wouldn't be like rolling over damage prey to get EXP prey, even if it's probably a little bit better overall. Yep, I understand. Well, the EXP scales with stamina anyway. It's like 20 or 60, right? With so EXP prey still scales with stamina, but yeah, EXP prey does not scale with the boost. I guess, or does it? No, honestly, I don't know. I don't think so. But the stamina obviously scales everything. Why don't I use the damage virtue? Well, I suppose it depends how you define the damage virtue. In my opinion, I am using the damage virtue because I certainly put out the most damage with this one. I'm presuming you ask me why I'm using the skill virtue, i.e. the justice one, and that's because the strongest ability of the monk currently, in my opinion, is the sweep and takedown spender. And being able to use that every 10 seconds instead of every 12 seconds, and it being more powerful, is definitely more worth to me than 15 fist fights, or whatever. I think they're pretty close. I think they're actually pretty close, but I do think Harmony is better. However, I'm definitely planning to run some tests on this just to confirm. I think a nice place to run tests to compare Harmony and Justice will be Walls, Drake and Walls, which I would like to unlock access to today or tomorrow. We'll see. And I think doing like an hour there when like Virtue of Justice, Virtue of Harmony, and comparing results should be pretty good because it's such a simple, stable respawn that the results when you do that, a test like this should be pretty comparable, I'd say. So hopefully we'll do that still at some point this week and have a definitive answer if Harmony or Justice is better. I know that I think it's going to be Harmony, but hey, we can't know for sure until we test it, right? Well, the higher skill you have, both Harmony and Virtue become better, right? Because they both increase your damage. So, yeah, having more Fist means Justice gives you more damage, but having more Fist also means you're casting those Harmony spenders and dealing more damage with them more often as well. So it's not as simple as saying that higher Fist means Justice is better. They're both better with higher Fist, so... Damage Prey is not going to be better for overall experience per hour. It's going to be better for raw experience, obviously. But, you know, if I'm making, like, let's see, I'm making... I think I ran out of boost. My XP is dropping. You know what? If I ran out of boost, this is a perfect opportunity to refill real quick. Let's just actually run out here and refill. I think Damage Prey would be, I don't know, maybe 5% less XP overall per hour than Harmony. Something like that. It's pretty close, but I think the difference is there. Is the Monk Summon good? I don't think so. I tested on the test server and it's garbage. It's like an EK one, just kind of gets in the way. I'll be right back, just gonna get a drink. With regards to supplies, this is including a prismatic ring. Minus 400k per hour profit is give or take the same as Barkless. It was about minus 400k on Barkless as well. Alright, let's run back. Do I think Monk will be good at higher levels? Not sure. I mean, it's impossible to say for now, right? We're gonna have to see. I think it's gonna be fine. I don't think Tipsoft will let it be bad, so they'll continue balancing it until it's good. One refill, watch you gain level. I went from 167 to 174, so about 7.5 levels in a 1 hour refill. Sounds ridiculous when you put it like that. What would you hunt at level 60? Oh god, I don't know. Sorry, I skipped that level. I can't exactly think about it right now. I just want to kind of focus on my EXP. I'm going to be going through that level range on my lower level my lower level monk, and at that point I'll update to be a pal with everything. I don't know. I can't think right now. I mean, maybe ancient scarabs or something at that level we can already go. And yeah, we're definitely going to be going Asuras and Mirror as soon as we can. I don't think Mirror on 250. I think it'll be hard. Well, I think it might be doable. I think 300 definitely will be able to go Mirror. Anyway, let's go again. What level did I start Grims? This was my first time today because I was doing like bestiaries before. I think 150 you can reasonably go Grims. Otherwise, like 130 minimum, I would say, so that you have ultimate at least. Two minutes of boost wasted, yeah, I know. But I've seen that video where, you know, some like level 2k was greeding those 2 minutes of the EXP boost, and what happened was like the whole party like did one pull, like, you know, did their stamina, and they all at the same time tried to buy the boost, which meant nobody was attacking, nobody was healing, and they like all wiped or something, or at least like 2 of them died or something. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn from their mistakes, and I will never be greeding for that 1 extra minute of boost. If you want to greed for that and play super efficiently, you do that, but I'll waste my 1 minute of every boost. Thank you very much. I think it may have been Valor, actually, his party. I feel like it may have been them, yeah. Do I have a YouTube channel about monk hunting? Indeed, you can just go, can someone do the exclamation mark YT? For the YouTube link, please. In fact, I'm more of a YouTuber than a streamer. So yes, you'll find a bunch of monk stuff on my YouTube, especially now. Thank you. Yeah, top 1 monk I think is around 250 now. Yeah, I think I saw there was like a 244 a few hours ago. So if he's still hunting, then he'll be 250 by now, yeah. Bro, use Virtue. With Tito Virtue? No, I use Harmony. I think Harmony is best. Well, maybe it is faster, but you know, you do have access to like everything, right? People like blocking for you, you have imbues, you were pre-skilled rook character and stuff. So yeah, it's not surprising that this is faster than a new server progression, I guess. So the top people who are hunting monks have like done a lot of prep and are really tryharding. I'm really like a filthy casual compared to like probably the guys who are in like top 10. None of them are playing solo, I can tell you that much. Or not all the time, at least. How much you pay for boots? 17kk I paid. So, give or take 400 Tibia coins on my world. $20 more Grim Reapers for the charm. No, you do not receive more damage in any of the monk's virtues. You have more healing in the virtue of sustain, so I suppose that's kind of like similar to taking more damage in the other two virtues. But no, you do not inherently take more damage in any of the monk's virtues. But dodge. Why would I use dodge if I'm hunting here fine without dying anyway? No, we're gonna use low blow. I already have the minor charm, the void's call for mana leech. Anyway, please do not get dodge on the monk. It's definitely not a vocation you want to get dodge on. Don't listen to paid chatter. Do not. I hope the Kappa gave it away. That is not the one. You know, for dodge, you can make a reasonable argument for dodge on an EK. You know, I wouldn't recommend it anymore. I used to recommend it some years ago. I've changed my mind. I don't think it's good anymore. But you know, you can at least make a solid case for it. Hang on a minute. Let me just not die here. God damn it. Come on. Here we go. All right. So it's 1 minute 09 on the analyzer. So around the time we hit 1 minute 25 in the analyzer, we'll have a realistic result of low blow experience, and we'll see if that impacted very much. Although I am reading chat and replying now, so also my efficiency is probably going to go down a tiny bit. So we'll see. Fire imbue. Yep. A lot of fire damage here, as you can see in the analyzer. How much TC have I spent? Not a tremendous amount. I'm spending about 150 a day, maybe 200, and it's been a week, so about 1,500, maybe 2,000, because I was spending a little bit more to start with, especially when I bought that stamina extension on day 2. We don't talk about that though. That was a temporary lapse of judgment. I was blinded by XP. Oh shit. Okay, got myself trapped. Ah! Alright. I really don't like this. I wish this passage there wasn't one SQM. This is the worst part of the whole loop. This stupid one SQM little corridor there. What weapon will I buy, bro? I mean, I'm planning to buy all weapons that are somewhat viable. At this point, I'm looking at Lion Claws from 270 and Cobra Bow from 250. Those are like sort of two pretty big upgrades. I've already got my destruction weapon ready, tiered. So that'll be my physical weapon sorted for like basically ever. And then yeah, probably Lion Claws and Cobra Bow. I hope maybe the Inferniarch one if they finally fix the bug with the chest. You know, that's going to be a solid energy weapon. We'll see what's available. But I expect not to be getting any new weapons now until like level 250. How much do you want to pay for Lion Claw? I'm still a little while from hitting 270, so I'll probably would wait and see how many drop on my server, because, you know, if there's no over 270 monk and there's like 3 Lion Claws available, then I'm not going to pay very much. I'll pay like between 5 to 10 kk, I guess. But if there's like 1 lion claw and 3 monks who want to buy it, then, you know, then we're talking a bit more, maybe 20, 25 kk. But I don't think I would pay more than like 20 kk for it. But that's probably around my ceiling. And only if there was like competition for it and not enough supply, which is not a given. AB boss is an easy one. Yeah, I already have that one. I bought one for 5kk, which I still think is probably on the more expensive side. But I just wanted to have one, you know, for level 220. Because when I have that one, I can go like Were Lions, I can go Asura Mirror, so, not Asura Mirror, sorry, I can go Asura Palace at that level. Were Lions, it'll be good at walls as well, so I definitely wanted to have one. I'll probably buy another one down the line as well, maybe even another 2, because I don't think they're going to be that expensive. You know, I expect them to fall down to like 2kk pretty soon, so may as well have a few. Falcon weapon worse than destruction? Yeah, I agree. I'm not getting the Falcon weapon. I mean, it's okay. Like, it's fine. The thing is, though, there's not that many places you want to hunt with physical weapon anyway. So I don't really see much point investing very much in a physical weapon that you're going to be using. So I just got the tier 2 nunchaku, which only cost me like 17kk. And, you know, it's very, very good. Oh, look at that crown armor from Rusted. Pretty rare, that, I think. I haven't seen many of those. They can even do gold armor as well. Golden armor. I'm not sure if I've even ever seen a golden armor from one of these. Honestly, the equipment doesn't really matter that much. Like, Dwarven armor lets you go to, like, Barkless and, you know, Quarras and Edron heroes and stuff a little bit earlier. Honestly, if I didn't have money and I was just starting on, like, starting fresh, I would just be using all the default monk gear that you get from all the shrines and stuff. It's not really, it's not bad. Don't really worry about it too much. Just, you know, whenever I make, like, a guide on YouTube or, like, a reference level on TibiaPal, you may want to just add like 10 levels or so, just to make sure you're not under-geared, but shouldn't be a big deal, to be honest. Why Nunchaku of Destruction only have 42 attack? Balancing? I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I think monk weapons in general have a little bit more damage, have a little bit less damage. I think it's probably because the base damage of their abilities is pretty high, which is why the monk is so strong early game, I guess. And so the weapons have a little bit less attack. But yeah, I think it's just balancing from Sipsoft. I don't think it's. I think it's pretty arbitrary. I don't think, you know, just because there's less attack on those that makes them somehow worse than the comparable destruction weapons for other classes, right? It's just a different vocation with different scaling, different abilities. Ah, just wasted 2 seconds there. Yeah, the Iron Man monk is dead, by the way. I'm not doing the Iron Man one. I'm still doing the free-to-play one. But the Iron Man monk, I've decided I'm not gonna have enough time. So I'm just using him to make guides and test spawns on like lower level and stuff. But he's not going to be an Iron Man, not doing a many project. He's just like, he's become more of like just a second monk that I have for content creation, and that's it. That was a very short-lived idea. I very quickly realized I'm not going to have time for an Iron Man character. If I ever do decide to have an Iron Man character, I can always just create one. It's no problem, but yeah. Yeah, I don't even really have time for the second character. Like, it'd be one thing if all I did was just play video games. But I'm still trying to like maintain tibia power with all the monk stuff. I'm trying to create guides for YouTube as well. It takes a little bit of time. It's not super time consuming, but it does take a little bit of time. So even playing the second character is proven quite difficult, in addition to burning stamina every single day on this guy. So yeah, 3 characters was definitely a pipe dream. $30 more minutes of stamina. Yeah, we'll try to burn that. We'll try to burn stamina, and then I'll have to go a little bit back to work. I'm just taking a little short break from work now. Had a little bit of time. We're going back to work after I finish the stream in about 27 minutes, I guess, when we finish the stamina. At level 35, your best place is just to go up a spike. Just go up a spike with runes and flurry of blows, and that's it. From level 70 to 100 and 100 plus, it's basically an EK. Okay, it's like an EK with imbues. So all the same stuff you would hunt on like a level 90 EK, you can hunt on a monk. So you can go Karlin Cult, you can go Edron Hero, you can go Yalahar Sunken Quarter, you can go Kusnier, all that stuff. Okay, it's not particularly revolutionary. Okay. How does it fit compared to other classes? I mean, it's a mixture of... For me, it's like a better paladin, more fun paladin to play. It plays and feels very much like a paladin, except without the annoyingness of having to cast runes, which like block your potions and stuff. So, yeah, for me, it just feels great. It's just like a more comfy paladin. Depends how you feel about the waving. I have to say this is like the first respawn that I've been hunting since the monk was released, where I'm thinking I would maybe prefer hunting here with auto aim, because it's very fast paced, and finding the time to rotate and all of these GRIMS is quite tough sometimes, and I can feel my hands starting to hurt a little bit from the high intensity of the hunt. But for now, I haven't got it on yet. But I do think I may want to practice with it a little bit more. If I'm going to be playing a lot of these sort of very intense respawns, I may need to practice with auto-aim again. I think easy respawns, you know, if I'm going like Sunken Quarter or Lava Lurkers or whatever, there's absolutely no need to be using auto-aim. And if anything, it's probably bad choice to do so. But in a respawn where you're really running around, really intense, it may be useful. 3.5 raw, very good. Yeah, indeed, 3.5 raw. So yeah, so adding low blow definitely increased the raw a little bit. Let's do another lap, because I think we said it was going to be when it's 123 in Analyzer that we're going to hit the peak with the low blow, because we applied it like 12 minutes ago. Yeah, let's give it another 3 minutes, another lap, and see where the raw takes us. I expect it's not going to budge very much, but maybe we'll hit like 3.55 or something. Is it really important with charms, or should I just make a new character? It depends on what you want from the game. If you're super try hard, like yours truly, yeah, then you want a rook. It's definitely going to save you a lot of time in the long term at a pretty marginal cost. But if you're not that bothered, if you just want to enjoy the game and you're not really bothered about, you know, racing and stuff and being high up there in the ladder, then by all means, just create a new level 8 character. It's not a problem. I mean, I enjoy Bestiary myself, but given the choice of this was a very unique situation, right? Where you could actually skip Bestiary and Bestiary. Nothing like this happened before in Tibia, so I took the opportunity just to skip it. Not that I hate it. Bestiary I certainly enjoy. Bestiary is a bit more so-so. Like you know, I did the Edron and Darashia were creatures on like 3 or 4 characters, and let me tell you, that is not fun for me anymore. Like being able to buy a character with those shitty bosses completed is definitely a big bonus for me. Oh my god, I just messed up 2 waves at a time. Never mind. That EXP is probably not going to go much higher. Waste like 4 seconds there. Yeah, or you can buy just a character with store items already there that for cheap as well, yeah. With your 3rd prey slot and stuff. What's the price for Jade Legs at my server? No idea. I haven't seen them looted yet on my server, so I don't even know if there is a copy, so I don't believe there's a price. What do they drop from, Jade Legs? Is it Pale Worm? It's Pale Worm, isn't it? Pretty sure. Yeah. Egg Global? Egg Global, sir. Yes, Egg Global. Depth close from Jao confirmed. Really? Well, I would like to. Well, if it's confirmed, I mean the Tibia Wiki admin is a very active member of my Discord, so I'll definitely be checking in what's going on, whether it's been confirmed. Tibiopedia. Oh, it was on Tibiopedia from like test server. I think Tibiopedia is not basing that on factual data. My guess is that Tibiopedia just looked at the name of the item and said it drops from Jowl. I think that's not necessarily confirmed yet, because they had that for ages before the monk was even released. Do I know how to get the Bamboo Joe? Also, that remains to be like another item that's technically unconfirmed. The assumption is Ratmiral, but I haven't seen that dropped anywhere yet. Hello, Richie. Yeah, it was actually someone talking about Tibiopedia, how depth claws are listed there from Jowl, but they called it the Tibia Wiki, so I assumed it was Tibia Wiki English one, but no, it's just Tibiopedia, I think they've had that listed for ages there anyway, so I don't think it's really relevant. You also think it's Jowl, but we've still not had it confirmed anywhere, right? Which is strange to me because I'm sure Jowl has been around, unless it's like a really rare drop from Jowl. So you know how Jowl has like what, like 5-6 drops or something, and they're all like equal chance. Maybe depth claws are like a new drop from there. You know, instead of having like an equal 16% chance, they have like 1% chance drop or something. Maybe it's something like that, right? Maybe the mechanics just a little bit different. Because I feel if the mechanics was exactly the same, like for the existing Jowl items, it would have been confirmed by now, surely. It's been a week. I'm sure tons of Jowls have been killed across all servers by now. Using Zap? No, I'm using Low Blow. Okay, the EXP hasn't moved a little bit, but like expected, I messed up a couple of waves in that lap. But yeah, it was good to see that over 3 point. We can do over 3.5 raw here now with Low Blow. Nice. I lost the imbue on the chest. Thank you very much. I expected to lose it towards the end of the hunt. So it's interesting now. It's interesting now. We've switched to the Kuiras, which is the offensive version of well, it's the more offensive variant of the armor. So we've given up 1% dodge and 3% physical for a little bit more damage. Should be doable. It's not that hard here. Like, if I die because I've lost 3% physical, then it's on me. It's not really the item. But thank you for highlighting it to me. I probably wouldn't have noticed for another 5 minutes. And missing the vampirism from the armor would be more of an issue. Although losing that vampirism, I probably would have noticed that very quickly. Do I think it's possible they drop from Brocco? I'm guessing you're talking about depth claws. Yeah, I do think it's possible. I think it's strange because it doesn't match the naming convention, but I don't know that Tipsoft cares all that much about the naming convention. Now that I spoke about it and actually thought about it, I do think it's possible that it's Jowl, but I do think it's got a different mechanic than the existing ones, right? I do, because it's a different class. So when people are saying that it can't be Jowl because it's C4 item, so people would just be farming it from Jowl like mad. By the way, we're overkilling the respawn for the first time we've seen backspawn. Crazy. So I think maybe that's it, right? Maybe they left it in Jowl, but they changed the drop mechanic so that it doesn't drop as often as all the other Jowl items. Hence, the class 4 is justified. Maybe it's like 1 in 1,000 from Jowls, right? God, yeah, maybe something like that, and that's why it's not been dropped yet. We'll see. I'm sure. Give it another week or so, and we'll find out. We'll find out next Tuesday when Tipsoft releases a bug fix so that depth claws can actually drop from somewhere because they forgot to actually add it to the drop table. That's how we'll know. In fact, that is my new #1 theory. My theories change very quickly, as you can tell. Doing Cathedral, yeah, that's the best way to do. I think the Cathedral with a blocker would be where I would be going, but yeah, I'm done with the blockers. I don't think it's very fun. I don't think I think people prefer watching solo gameplay than boost gameplay. It's cool to see the boost gameplay just to see what insanity you can do on a level like this with a blocker. But I think ultimately it's more entertaining to see what somebody can do solo without help. Well, at least I would prefer to watch something like that. But yes, if you wanna rush levels, then yeah, then obviously having a blocker definitely helped. Next spot, Asuras. I'm assuming you mean next spot that's actually going to be better in XP than this. Asura Mirror will be better in XP. I don't think Asura Palace will be better in XP. I don't think it can go as high as 3.5 raw. So once we go to Mirror, yeah, Mirror is going to be better. Not sure when we'll go to Mirror. I guess 300. But you know, that doesn't mean I'm planning to be here for the next 123 levels because yeah, that's not me. We're probably going to be coming here, you know, every other day just to get some levels. But other than that, we're going to be just doing lots of stuff, beast cherries and testing places and making video guides and stuff. That's a lot more fun for me than just hunting Grim Reapers for 3 hours a day for the next 2 weeks. I'm sure that's also more fun for the viewers. So the plan is tonight, I'm probably going to want to do a little bit of beast cherry on Deepling's library, which should be easy enough at this point. I want to do some quests. I want to do walls access because when I hit level 200, which is only 22 levels away, which is only like 2-3 days away, I want to go walls, right? I want to test walls. So I need to do the accesses, which is bloody long, with Children of the Revolution and Ape City and Wrath of the Emperor. I've got to get those started at some point, so we'll probably do some of that today. Sorry. I definitely want to try Were Hyenas as well. I'll want to try Lower Roshamel at some point. I don't know what level you can go Lower Roshamel. Maybe 200, maybe 250. I'm going to try that as well. And yeah, we're going to try loads of things, right? I think Asura Palace from 220 should be doable. What else? We want to do Were Lions at some point. Again, probably 220 for Were Lions. So I have that Marudri Bruce thingy. Yeah, we're just gonna be playing more like that, right? I'm not going to be just hunting Grim Reapers or hunting with a blocker for the next 2 weeks because it's not fun for me, and I don't think it makes for the best content overall. It's still entertaining content, but I do think people would, after the 4th Grim Reaper stream in a row, I think people may start getting a little bit bored. Banuta. Yeah, we'll try Banuta. We definitely will try Banuta. I'm a little suspicious whether it will work with them running away. I do have Fatal Hold, so I guess I would put Fatal Hold on Hydras, I suppose, so to help a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit awkward with the Paralyzers and with the running away. It never feels that great. I think Medusa Tower... Okay, I think I'm going to get trapped here. Hang on. Medusa Tower is going to be the big one. I think Medusa Tower is going to be better than Banuta. But we'll try Banuta as well. You think Fatal Hold on Medusa instead? I'm not sure. I never know actually which one would make most sense. I feel like Hydra's run overall at a higher HP threshold, but I could be imagining it. Maybe it's because they have less health. It's actually Medusas who run at a higher health threshold. Not sure. Yeah, I mean, look, we're gonna try it. Okay, maybe it's gonna be amazing. Maybe it's gonna be amazing. Maybe it's gonna suck. We're gonna try it, for sure. And yeah, we'll see. I think honestly, Banuta, deeper Banuta, 200 should be fine. I mean, if we do manage to go through enough Children of the Revolution and Wrath of the Emperor, then maybe we'll have a quick run through Banuta today. Although I don't think I'll get that far in the quest line, because I would have to do the whole Ape City, whole of Children of the Emperor, Children of the Revolution, and also like the first few missions of Wrath. So probably not going to go as far as deeper Banuta today. But yeah, we're going to progress on that and definitely test it once we have the access. And yeah, basically that's more of the idea of what I'm going to be playing over the next few weeks. You know, we'll be testing a few places, good places, but not necessarily as good as Grim Reapers. I would get too bored just hunting the same thing day in, day out. Walls, yeah, obviously walls we're going to do a lot of as well. I think walls is going to be my go-to place for testing stuff, because of how, like, simple that respawn is. So yeah, I think when we're going to be doing, like, testing, where virtue testing or, like, wheel testing, or rotation testing and stuff, we'll definitely be doing, it on walls. I think, like, that's, like, a really optimal respawn for testing how good something is, because it's very easy to be very consistent in walls, in my opinion. But when you compare the results, the change will likely be driven by whatever it is that you're testing. Do I use an MMO mouse? Oh yeah. You cannot play Tibia without an MMO mouse. I use Corsair Scimitar. I do know that people like the Naga Razor, I believe. I've never used it myself, but usually that comes up as the most popular one, I think, when it comes to Tibia. Like I say, I've not used it, so hard to recommend, but I used the Corsair one. Very happy with that one. What do I do for a living? I'm a software engineer in the financial industry. Keyboard only players Giga Chad. Giga cringe, I think. Kneecapping yourself, bro. That's not cool. Thank you. Thank you, Lee. Lay. I do my best. I'm from Poland, yes. Do I fancy politics? God, no. Please, please, no. I will absolutely not discuss Polish politics, or in fact, world politics, because there is absolutely zero upsides to it and a lot of downsides. So, no thank you. I'm not terribly against viewers discussing politics as long as it's relatively respectful and not doesn't take over the chat. But I will absolutely not be discussing it in any way, shape, or form, or sharing my personal views on anything, because like I say, there is zero benefit in me doing so, but a ton of downside. So 5 more minutes. Stamina. And 1 minute to level. Cool. So we'll do this one. And probably in the remaining 4 minutes, like half of another. So I guess when we play this evening, let's see, how much stamina will I have this evening? If we play at 9 p.m. Polish time, let's see, that's what, 4.5 hours away? Call it 4 hours. I guess we'll have about 40 minutes of stamina around 9 p.m. So it should be enough to get that 180 today. That's frankly more than I was planning to do today. So thank you, Grim Reapers. Yeah, and then we'll finish stamina this evening. And once we've done that, we'll just be doing quests, okay? So not going to be a terribly exciting stream this evening, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe you like questing in Tibia. Maybe you're one of the 2 people in the world who enjoys Tibia questing. In which case, tune in tonight. But yeah, I definitely do need to do some of those accesses at some point. Like I said, want to be doing that walls access, Deeper Benuta access, and maybe something else. We'll see how it goes. You do work for Western clients, don't you? Oh yeah, of course. I work for a big international company. Questing is fun. How many hours from now till the questing begins? I would say 5.5 hours from now. Wow, you're gonna tune in for the questing? Be my guest. Or you're just asking so you avoid Twitch altogether then, just so you don't stumble upon it by accident. I understand. Yeah, 9 minutes per level. Solid. Not the worst experience I've ever gotten. Ah, thank you, Ramitu. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Every time now someone subs, I have this thought at the back of my mind to be like, welcome to the Beaver Club. But no, it's intrusive thoughts. We're not doing the Beaver Club. Stop trying to make the Beaver Club happen. Is the energy ring useful in some occasions for monks? Oh yeah, absolutely. You are at a higher level. I mean, I haven't used it yet. But at a higher level, you absolutely will want to carry the energy ring. You will probably use it in a similar way like to a paladin. Basically to bail you out in tricky situations. So, you know, say you hunt in Roshamar West and you get yourself trapped and you're in a box and your mana is dropping, your health is dropping. You start panicking. You pop that energy ring on. You pop that mana food. You take 2 seconds to catch your breath and you get out. At least that's how I use energy rings on paladins. And I expect that's how I will be using energy rings on the monk as well. PV Zara subscribed at tier 1 as well. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. You don't have half the mana, you have 66% of the mana of the paladin, but yes, it is marginally less useful, of course. But still, by the time you like level, 500, you'll have that 5,000-6,000 mana, which you will be enough to potentially save your life if you pop that energy ring for a moment and Cupcake. or just, you know, if you just need a little breath, little moment to catch your breath. Anyway, stamina's finished, so we are peacing out. Ooh, yet another sub, this time with Prime. Thank you very much, Mazrez. Thank you, appreciate it. And by the way, using the Gnomish Kuras for 41 minutes since my Dwarven armor timed out from Imbues hasn't been that big of a deal. Seems fine, right? It wasn't really too difficult. Maybe we don't need to use it. Welcome to the Beaver Club, Mazrez. Catacombs with Monk? I don't think so. You have to use physical weapon in Catacombs. You can't use earth or energy, which means it sucks against Grim Reapers and sucks against demons, so I don't think so. Peak experience at GRIMS, I did 3.5 KK raw. No damage prey. Can you show me at which cave you was? Sure. I mean, it was Yalahart Cemetery Quarter, just below this stuff here. Yeah, that was fun. So yeah, won't be doing that again today. Don't think we'll be doing it tomorrow evening as well. I've already got it planned. Tomorrow evening, like tonight's stream is going to be more chilled, more casual, questing, some bestiary. Tomorrow evening stream is gonna be another 2 hours of Grim Reapers. It'll probably get us to like 190-ish level tomorrow, and then maybe on Wednesday we pick up 200 or something like that. Hey Kusnier, are there any bosses worth doing to farm for monk items for profit? Room, Tamira, Oberon, Scarlet, standard stuff. Standard stuff, nothing special. Is that the best EXP you have done? Yep, indeed, that's the best EXP we have done. No, it was easy. It was quite easy. By the way, guys, I didn't really notice the time. It's already 16:38. My wife will be back with the kids any minute, so I do actually have to end pretty quickly, pretty abruptly, which kind of sucks because I see we still have the hype train. Never good to end the stream on a hype train, but my wife will be home any minute. So I kind of do need to quite abruptly end. Sorry. But yeah, the plan, just quickly to recap, will be another couple of hours stream this evening around 9 p.m. First, we're going to burn off whatever stamina we have at that point, which should be about 40 minutes, maybe about 45 minutes. And then we're going to do some questing accesses. And yeah, that's basically the plan. Obviously, my kids will be sleeping this evening, so a little bit less talking, a little bit less microphone. I'll still try to answer a few questions here and there. So let me just pick maybe a couple of questions here, just before I raid somebody. If I have 70 pistol and 22 magic level, what would you spend? Big exercise weapon. You should. My recommendation is get 30 magic level first, 30, and then just go for your fist. Go fist. No problem. But you probably do want about 30 magic level. Cool. Okay, alright guys, what quest? Well, this evening, probably Ape City, Children of the Revolution, Wrath of the Emperor. I want access to walls, and I want access to Deeper Benuta, so that's what we're going to be progressing this evening, see how far we can get. We are going to raid today Haunted TV. He's a regular in the chat. He comes by every now and then. It looks like he's doing some Gazer Spectre boosting, so if you haven't had enough of that watching me, here you go. You can watch some more Gazer Spectre boosting. Thrilling stuff. Thrilling stuff. And yeah, see you guys this evening. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
O, jakie poziomki, jakie skillki.